Very good morning. This is Dr. M.L. Nacharilu, Professor in Department of Electronics and Communication Engineering, Electronics and Communication Engineering Department, St. Peter's Engineering College, Hyderabad. I would like to discuss about the half-wave dipole antenna. So, generally used to take this is the normal dipole antenna, say that the frequency range in which the half-wave dipole is operated from 3 kilohertz to 300 gigahertz. This is the frequency range which is in a radio receivers generally used, and we'll take it as the half-wave dipole antenna. We generally call it as a lambda by 2 antenna, and it requires the input impedance increasing by using of the folded dipole at the feed points. Then it gives the excellent radiation patterns. So what are the contents we are going to discuss? There is the introduction, working, and what are the parameters and the applications of the half-wave dipole antenna, and advantages of this antenna and disadvantages of this antenna. So now we are going to talk about the introduction. So here this antenna is as shown in the figure. The antenna is an electrical device which converts the electrical power into the electromagnetic waves and vice versa. Already know that every antenna, we say that the antenna, what is an antenna? Antenna is a transducer, acts as a transducer. The electrical signal should be converted to the electromagnetic signal. That is done by the antenna, and vice versa, means electromagnetic wave should be again converted to the electrical signal, so at the receiving side. So this is an electrical device, just like examples already know that the wire is a good example for this. So the half-wave dipole antenna consists of two identical conductive elements here, just to see in this figure, such as the metal rods which are bilaterally symmetrical. The both will be the same, the bilaterally symmetrical both, and the half wave term means that the length of this dipole antenna is equal to the half wavelength at the frequency of operation. For example, you have to take some operating frequency, that is you say that the 300 megahertz of frequency is there. So 300 megahertz of frequency, so what is the wavelength of that signal? So you have to take the relation of the what we call Cn lambda, that is equal to C is equal to lambda. That from that formula, use that the lambda value. So here, what is the value of this lambda? Generally, you say that the 1 meter for that operating frequency, that is 300 megahertz. So like that, you need to take, that is 1 meter is there. So therefore, what is the length of this half-wave dipole? 1 by 2. That means the 0.5 meters. Like this, you have to choose the value of the half-wave dipole antenna length. You see here, this is a 1, and which is indicated the wire, this is the 2, in the dipole half bilaterals 1, and 3 is a stand. So this is about the half-wave dipole antenna. And what is the working of the half-wave dipole antenna? Generally, the edge of the dipole has a maximum voltage here, and this voltage is alternating, that is a AC in nature generally. At the power peak of the voltages, so the electrons need to move in one direction, and at the negative peak, the electrons move in the other direction. So just to observe here, it is basically fed in the center where the impedance falls to lowest. Just to observe that this is a quarter wavelength, this is a quarter wavelength, that means lambda by 4 and lambda by 4. Total wavelength is lambda by 2. And these two are the antenna elements here. In the feeder wire, you already know that the voltage and current levels vary along the length of the radiating sections of the antenna. So here for a dipole antenna, that is an electrical half wavelength long, it have to operating inductive and capacitive reactances. If it is less than the lambda by 4, it acts as a capacitive reactance. If it is greater than the lambda by 4, it acts as a inductive reactance. So therefore, in this, the both will be the equal here, the lambda by 4 and lambda by 4. Therefore, the inductive and capacitive reactances will be cancelled to each other, and the antenna becomes a resonant. So this is the main function of this half a dipole. Now you will observe here in this figure, a half a dipole antenna is the receiving power from the radio wave, that is electromagnetic field of the wave, that is indicated here, it is in a green arrows, just to understand. This is the electric field like this. Pushes the electrons in the antenna elements back and forth. So here, this is the black arrows also there here. Now, the charging the ends of the antenna alternatively, that is the positive and negative, just to observe that, positive and negative. And since the antenna is a half wavelength long at the radio wave frequency, it excites the standing waves of a voltage red. If you will see in this the diagram and how the radiation pattern will come. If you will take both current and voltages will be perpendicular to each other. If you will take at the dipole antenna, the red indicates like this current. Here it is a positive peak, here it is a negative peak like this. So therefore it is a voltage, already you know that, green arrows, which gives the maximum voltage in this direction, plus and negative in the minus direction. So therefore in the V rate and the current in the antenna, these oscillating currents flow down the transmission line into the radio receiver, which is represented by R here, just to understand. This is the represented by the resistor R. This action is shown in the down in this figure, I say that. Now, used to take, this is the actually the lambda by 2 antenna, which the plus and minus, you say that. So here the maximum at the center of the half a dipole antenna. So here the sinusoidal standing waves of a voltage V, and which is indicated by red, and the current is indicated by blue, you say that. So on half a dipole driven by an AC voltage at a resonant frequency. So here the cumulative effect of this produces a varying field effect, which gets the radiated in the same path and produced on it. And so the effective radiation following the cycles of the out of voltage patterns, right? So here the half a dipole radiated effectively. So here what is the radiation pattern? The sinusoidal standing waves, which is for V, which is indicated by red, and current indicated by blue here, the half a dipole driven by an AC voltage at its resonant frequency. So now, generally used to take the radiation pattern. The radiation pattern of this half a dipole is a omnidirectional generally, and omnidirectional in the H plane, you say that. And here you understand what is the radiation pattern. It's a radiation pattern in the 3-dimensional, it is shaped in the toroid of net. This is omnidirectional, it is symmetric about the axis of the dipole. It is look just to see this, observe. The directivity, which is equivalent to the 2.1 decibels, and the standing wave ratio bandwidth, which is the 5% of the design frequency, and the polarization of both vertical and horizontal, and the self impedance is in between the 40 to 80 ohms with no reactive component. So this is a drawback, a little bit drawback in the half a dipole. What is the drawback? The radiation resistance is less, near to the 70 ohms or like that, which is in between the 40 to 80 ohms. So how to overcome this problem? By using of the folded dipole antenna is a feed point for the half a dipole. Then the radiation resistance should be increases 4 times, because you say that it depends on the n number of elements. If you take a 2 elements, you say that n square into of whatever the impedance, like that. So if it is a 2 elements is there, here you got only 73 ohms of radiation resistance here of the half a dipole antenna. If it requires the 280 ohms generally, so which is not sufficient to give the perfect radiation patterns, then we need to increase the radiation resistance by using of any method. So here the folded dipole, the folded dipole antenna should be double folding here. So therefore it increases the 4 times the impedance. So therefore the folded dipole is a feed point to this half a dipole antenna. Then it gives the sufficient reactance at the input terminals of the half a dipole antenna. So this is the remedy to increase the radiation resistance in half a dipole antenna. If you take a two-folded dipole antenna, you are applying elements is 2, so n square into r, n square equal to 4, 4 into 73, which is equivalent to the 292 ohms. So therefore, this is a sufficient radiation resistance for this, okay, input resistance for this half a dipole antenna. So now, what are the applications? What are the advantages? If you are coming to the applications, you say that what are the advantages first? And so here the matches well with the transmission line impedance and has a reasonable length. Reasonable length, and the length of the antenna matches with the size and directivity. Those are the advantages. Now we are coming to the applications, which is used in the set-top TV antenna and the FM broadcast receiving antennas, shortwave antennas, dipole towers, dipole arrays. These all are the applications of the dipole antenna, half a dipole antenna. So here, generally use this effectively worked for this. The resonant lengths, the applications is generally half a dipole used in a radio receiver also. Of course, already we discussed the set-top TV antenna. This is a television receivers, and a wide variety of applications also possible by using of this half a dipole antenna. But one drawback is there, that is, which is not for the So already we revealed again we'll reveal. This is the receiver balancer signals. The two dipole design enable to receive signals from the variety of frequencies. The most of the radiating signal is transmitted closer to the horizon, so loss is less, and it does not require an antenna tuner to work efficiently. And disadvantage, that is the outdoor antennas are large and wide. That is a very, very big structures. This type of antenna is not used for the space communication, absolutely, because it is used for only a particular TV antennas, and the installation of outdoor antennas are very difficult. This is about the dipole antenna, and we need to know the input impedance problem is there in this. The input impedance should be increased by using of the folded dipole antenna at the feed point, then the reactance part should be increases. Okay. So here the radiation pattern of a half a dipole is the same as that of the half a dipole antenna as observed already. So now, right, the folded dipole is the main element in Yagi-Uda antenna. Already know that we Yagi-Uda, which is an antenna used for the TV.